The city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, Gotham, New York City has many nicknames we'll dive into as we uncover the interesting, quirky, and downright bizarre details of this iconic city. New York Times. Times Square is named after the New York Times. Originally, it was known as Longacre Square until the Times moved there in 1904. Longacre Square doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Pizza history. You probably know NYC is famous for pizza. However, did you know it's home to the first ever United States pizzeria? Lombardi's opened in 1895 and still serves some of the best pizza in New York City. Linguistically diverse. More than 800 languages are spoken in New York City. As a result, it is the most linguistically diverse city in the world. Brooklyn Bridge versus Tower Bridge in London. Which landmark is older? Brooklyn Bridge or the Tower Bridge in London? If you guessed the Brooklyn Bridge, you're correct. Tripster offers amazing walking tours of this infamous bridge that touts views of the best sights in Lower Manhattan. The 2-hour tour features stunning sights like the Statue of Liberty, Freedom Tower, and other top landmarks. Honking is illegal. If you've ever been to New York City, you've no doubt heard a lot of cars honking their horns. However, honking your horn in NYC is actually illegal. That's one of the facts about New York City that doesn't seem true but is. First capital of the U.S. New York City, not Washington, D.C., was the first capital of the United States of America. Lots of babies. We've all heard the phrase faster than a New York minute. However, did you know there is a birth in New York City every 4.4 minutes? That's a lot of babies. Going topless. It's not illegal to go topless in New York City. Don't worry, though, people prefer to wear their clothes here. Second largest library. The New York City Library is home to more than 50 million books. As such, it's the third largest library in the world and the second largest in the United States behind the Library of Congress. The Beaux-Arts main branch is just 2 miles from the world-famous Central Park. Grab a book and head to this man-made wonder. NYC is electrifying. The Empire State Building gets hit by lightning around 23 times a year. Talk about electric. Diversity. New York City has the largest Jewish population outside of Israel, the largest Chinese population outside of Asia, and the largest Puerto Rican population of any city in the world. No farting in church. Going topless may be legal in New York City, but farting in a church could result in a misdemeanor. This is due to a law stating a person is guilty of disruption or disturbance of a religious service, funeral, burial, or memorial service when he or she makes unreasonable noise or disturbance while at a lawfully assembled religious service. The Underground Park. You may have heard of the High Line, a park located above the New York City streets. But have you heard of the Low Line? It's the world's first underground park in the world and is located on Manhattan's west side. Cowboys in Manhattan? One of the oddest facts about New York City is that cowboys used to patrol the west side of Manhattan. Why so? Well, their job was to wrangle people out of the way of freight trains in an effort to avoid accidents. Luckily, as safety measures improved, they were no longer needed and phased out by 1941. 275 different birds. Attention birdwatchers! There are more than just pigeons in New York City. In fact, 275 of the 800 known North American bird species have been spotted in New York's Central Park, home sweet home. More than 8 million people live in New York City. That means 1 in every 38 people in the United States calls this bustling city home. Gifting Lady Liberty. The Statue of Liberty may be a shining symbol of America, but did you know it was originally gifted to the United States by France? The gift was bestowed in 1886 for America's centennial celebration. It was then shipped as 350 pieces in over 200 crates and took more than 4 months to assemble. Fourth largest city. If Brooklyn was its own city, instead of a borough of New York City, it would be the 4th largest city in the United States. Why apples? The Big Apple is one of New York City's most famous nicknames. But where did the name come from? Not a likely place, actually. It stems from a local newspaper's horse racing column in the 1920s, which used the phrase to describe a bug money price at popular horse races around the city. Home of Einstein's brain and eyeballs. Albert Einstein's brain and eyeballs are kept in a safe box in New York City. Massive ice rink. In 1780, winter was so bad in New York City that New York Harbor froze over. As a result, people could walk from Manhattan to Staten Island on the ice. That's definitely one of the strangest facts about New York City. December is the perfect month to twirl and dip in the legendary rink at Rockefeller Center. Home of the Billionaires. New York City is home to the most billionaires in the world. And there are more than 380,000 millionaires in the city. Rental prices. Speaking of money, you're going to need it if you plan on living in New York City. The average rent price is around $3,500 a month. The yellow taxi. New York City wouldn't be the same without its round-the-clock fleet of yellow and black taxis. Oddly enough, though, the first gasoline-powered taxis in the city were red and green. New York City cabs didn't adopt the yellow color until 1912. Largest subway in the world. If you tried to navigate the entire NYC subway system, it would take approximately 24 hours. And that's if you hurry. With 34 lines and 460 stops, the system is one of the largest in the world. Gold digging in NYC. The gold rush might have happened in San Francisco, but you might be surprised to learn there's a literal gold digger in NYC. He mines the sidewalk cracks for gold and can make over $600 a week. Pretty impressive. Miles of coastline. New York City has 520 miles of coastline. That's more than the coasts of Miami, Boston, Los Angeles, and San Francisco combined. Expensive hot dog stands. It can cost over $289,000 for a one-year hot dog stand permit in Central Park. The vibe of this bustling city is thrilling, and with so many interesting facts and mysterious surprises, whatever you do, you're sure to have the time of your life. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.